Good morning and warm welcome to all the dignitaries present here on this memorable occasion of 80th Independence Day celebrations taking place in the precincts of High Court of Andhra Pradesh. I am bestowed with this enthralling opportunity to extend warm and cordial welcome to my Lord Hon'ble Chief Justice Srimati Gill, Honorable Judges and respected family members of Hon'ble Chief Justice and Honorable Judges. It is my immense pleasure and honor to welcome former Honorable Judges of High Court of Andhra Pradesh. I welcome the Additional Solicitor General of India, Advocate General, Additional Advocate General, Chairman and members of State Bar Council, President High Court Education, Public Prosecutor, Senior Advocates and members of Legal Fraternity. I heartily welcome the Registrars of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Member Secretary, State Legal Services Authority, Secretary, High Court Legal Services Committee, In-charge Director and Officers of AP Judicial Academy, Law Secretary, Judicial Officers, Staff Members of High Court, Print and Electronic Media, Security Wing of the High Court, ladies and gentlemen. With the permission of my Lord Honorable Chief Justice, the function will be commenced with Vande Mataram. I now request all the dignitaries to rise for the national song.
Mudhur bhashini, sukhadam
Independence Day is being celebrated every year as a reminder of the sacrifice made by numerous freedom fighters who fought for India's independence. Their contributions and the history of the independence movement are honored and remembered. This day also serves as an occasion to reflect on India's journey as a sovereign nation. As a part of commemoration of this day, I request the Hon'ble Chief Justice to hoist the national flag followed by national anthem.
ఇక్కడే ఉండాలా మేడం ఫ్లాగ్ ఊపు వెళ్ళిపోదాంబా వెళ్ళిపోదా చూపించుకుంటా వెళ్దాం
May I request Sri Prabhunath Vasareddy, President, Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, to deliver his message on the occasion of Independence Day.
Good morning for all. The Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges of this Honorable Court, Advocate Gill, and the law officers of this court, esteemed colleagues of the bar, members of the history, and friends. It's my privilege as President of the Advocates Association of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh to address this august gathering. Now we has completed 79 years of independence, and now we are celebrating the completion of 79 years and entering into the 80th anniversary independence. In these decades, advocates have played a pivotal role in the defending the freedoms hard won by our people. Proudly we can say that many of the foremost leaders of our independence movement were lawyers. Many of them we can remind the state, there are certain names we have to remember always. One such name is Alluri Sitaram Raju, and there are 7 persons died in the police firing in Tenali in 1920 in Quit India movement. And Pingali Venkaya is the creator of this national flag. He is our man. We have our own history. We contributed in getting the freedom for this country. On 1st January 2019, the Andhra Pradesh High Court shifted its seat from Hyderabad to Amaravati. From that day until now, judges and advocates have stood shoulder to shoulder through every difficulty. We have all worked under difficult infrastructure facilities for several years. Today, we look forward with hope that the new High Court building will comprehensively address these long-standing concerns. Judges' quarters situated near to the court would enable them to serve better. We urge that these residences be properly equipped and spacious. The new High Court building must also adequately provide the required spaces for advocates. Further, the state ought to consider providing suitable land and facilities near Amaravati for advocates' residences and chambers. Only when advocates can live and practice in reasonable proximity to the court can the justice delivery system function with true efficiency. Advocates are not mere participants in the justice delivery system. We are indispensable pillars. Without a strong, independent, and committed bar, the administration of justice cannot function effectively. During its gestional period, after the bifurcation, this court has lived up to the high standards expected of it. Advocates, despite considerable hardships, have persevered. Today, we have begun to settle and streamline our work in Amaravati. Whatever the reasons that led to the division of a once united Telugu state, we as an association fully respect regional aspirations. At the same time, the genuine difficulties faced by advocates must be given due weight in any policy framed to address those aspirations. The welfare of the bar cannot be treated as secondary. Changing times and advancing technologies are bringing radical transformation in the way courts function. Facilities for advocates within the court premises must likewise keep pace with present-day needs. Basic amenities, workspace, and digital infrastructure are no longer luxuries, they are necessities. The relationship between the bar and the bench must be strengthened further. We hold the bench in the highest regard. We expect, in turn, that the bench will continue to extend to the bar the respect essential for the dignity of both institutions. We remain committed to guiding your young advocates. We request the honorable judges to extend patience and understanding while dealing with them. A patient bench and a well-mentor bar together produce better justice. Above all, we must rise above politics, caste, and region. Our sole and uncompromising allegiance is to the Constitution of India. Advocates, bodies, and professional statutory bodies must abandon narrow, short-sighted approaches adopted for temporary gains. They must cease issuing statements or taking decisions designed merely to appease particular functionaries. The time has come for every such body to place the institution and its foundational integrity above all else. This association will stand only by independent, principled, and institution-centered work, and by nothing less. I conclude by reiterating our unwavering commitment to the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to the rule of law, and to the people of this state. May the bar and the bench continue to work in harmony, mutual respect, and shared purpose. Thanking you for all.
we are thankful to Prabhunath Vasireddy Garu for having delivered the Independence Day message. May I now request Sri Dwarakanath Reddy Garu, Chairman Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, to present his message.
Hon'ble Chief Justice, Srimati Lisa Gill ji, and distinguished guests who is here along with our Hon'ble Chief Justice. All the Honorable High Court judges who came for this function, some of them along with their families, Additional Solicitor General, the Advocate General, Additional Advocate General, the Public Prosecutor, my dear advocates, ladies and gentlemen, and the police personnel who gathered here, and some of the students of the Blight School. It's a great honor to me as the Chairman of the Bar Council to address this august body on the occasion of 80th Independence Day celebrations. Bharat is a nation of 5,000 years old with rich legacy, rich heritage, rich cultural values, and a great civilization from the Vedic period. But there are so many onslaughts on this beautiful country from the foreign yoke, particularly from the western side. This is the weakest point of our country, the western side of our country, and the northern side of our country. There was many onslaughts, many invasions from the foreign yoke. Why? Because there was so much of differences in the princely states. The king versus his brother, brother versus his sister. This is the way how our country was done in those days. So most unfortunately, due to this particular division in our country of the princely state, the people who came from the foreign countries occupied our beautiful land. Some people came for religion, some people came for trade, some people came to occupy our beautiful land, to be the lords of our country. Ultimately, they became the rulers. Ultimately, they became the kings and queens of this country. It is not the rulers at the time who ruled this country, who fought for the sake of the independence. It is the common people. They themselves, they became warriors, and ultimately they fought for the sake of the independence. Generations together, lakhs and lakhs of people participated in the freedom movement without leader in some places, with leader in some places. This is the situation in those days. Ultimately, by the time Mahatma Ji came, and Mahatma Ji and Congress leaders thought it, what is the type of the method for this country, a beautiful country, to liberate from the foreign yoke of the Britishers? Mahatma Ji and Congress leaders thought it is only through non-violence movement. But many of the revolutionaries, including the Subhash Chandra Bose Ji, thought it is not so easy to send the British out of this country without a violent method of protest. But whatever it may be, The ultimate result is non-violence, violence, and also by way of satyagraha. Apart from all these, the Second World War, the culmination of the Second World War that made the British people left this country. This is the day where we have to pay homage to many of the freedom fighters who fought for the sake of the independence. So many people lost their properties. Government knocked their properties. So many people died. So many people does not know where their children was. That was the position. Some died, and some lost their properties. Some lost their professions. And my one brethren, but advocates, many of the advocates left their families and directly fought against the British Raj. And in some places, in some states, or princely states, and many of the advocates led the movement of independence. This is a situation. Today, we have to bow our heads to all the persons who at the time never thought that the British will leave this country. And it is for them, we have to bow them and salute them for their courageous thing in those days. There are so many unsung and unwept heroes who fought for the sake of the nation. Neither the government, nor the people, nor the society either recognized them nor their families. That was the situation, most unfortunate situation, and many of the freedom fighters tapped at the door of the justice, tapped at the door of particularly the government. Wherever the government has not taken into consideration of their fight, the honorable courts has intervened and ultimately held that these are the people, those who fought for the sake of the independence. So that was the situation. In spite of all this, in spite of all of you, the judiciary is there, but still there are many unsung and unwept heroes whose names are not there in the independence movement. Okay, very nice. We got our independence. What is the position on 14th August when the tryst with destiny, 14th August 1947 midnight, when we got our independence from the British yoke? From the next day itself, there were so many problems all over India. The situation is so grim. I don't want to say all that. But I want to say only of the economic position. Economic position is so doldrum. And particularly, many of the products, even the small products which we are importing from the foreign countries at the time. That was the situation at the time. But after 50 years of the independence, we reached a stage where our country is a prosperous country and exporting many of the products. But today, ours is the fourth largest economy in the world. The day is not far. My dear friends, be optimistic, don't be pessimistic. Our country is going to be the world power within 15 years. This will be happen. And for that, what our leadership wanted, what our common people wanted, what all of us wanted is unity in the country. Let there be unity in the country from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Certainly, we will rise to the occasion and our country will be a superpower in the world. Thank you. And also, Jai Hind.
We thank you, the Chairman Bar Council, for his delightful message. May I now request Sri Dammalapati Srinivasa Garu, Advocate General of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to convey his message on this jubilant day.
Hon'ble Chief Justice Srimati Lisa Gill ji, Honorable Companion Judges, Honorable Former Judges, Judicial Officers, Chairman Bar Council, the Additional Solicitor General of India, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Public Prosecutor, Additional Advocate General, the President, Advocates Association, Senior Counsel, Law Officers, members of the legal fraternity, and esteemed colleagues. It is privileged to be present this August gathering, before this August gathering on the occasion of 80th Independence Day. For the legal fraternity, this day carries a special significance. The freedom struggle was not merely a struggle for political independence, it was also a struggle for liberty, equality, dignity, and the rule of law. The legal profession was solely associated with that struggle, was closely associated with the struggle, and the Constitution gave enduring form to these aspirations. Independence therefore imposes upon us a continuing responsibility to preserve these values and to give meaningful effect to the constitutional vision entrusted to us. The relationship between the bench and the bar is central to that responsibility. It is more than a professional relationship. It is a constitutional partnership in the administration of justice. An independent bar enables the court to hear every legitimate grievance fully and fearlessly, while an independent judiciary gives meaning to the rights and freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution. As advocates, our responsibility extends beyond the interests of an individual case. We are officers of the court, and every matter we place before it carries with it responsibility to assist in the administration and development of justice. Honest, fairness, restraint, and professional integrity are therefore not merely ideals of the profession, they are essential to the constitutional role of the bar. The Constitution envisages a society that is not merely free but just, not merely prosperous but inclusive, and not merely governed but governed according to law. Realizing that vision requires a continuing balance between individual rights and the larger interests of the society. This is particularly relevant to Andhra Pradesh as the state builds its institutions and shapes its future. Amaravati, for instance, represents not merely the creation of a capital, but the aspirations of an entire state. Such endeavors inevitably bring before the legal system competing interests and difficult questions. Our constitutional values must remain the common reference point in